Hello and welcome. My name is John Dillick, and I'm one of the co-developers of the Reactium framework for React and Redux. Reactium is an opinionated framework for creating React Redux applications, and we follow a small list of opinions. Among those is the domain-driven design structure for your projects, and a lot of out-of-the-box features such as built-in Redux integration, uh, built-in SSR or server-side rendering, front-end single-page application routing, etc. This video, I'm going to show you how to install Reactium. First, if you've got Node.js installed, I recommend the latest LTS version of Node. You can install the atomic-reactor-cli as a global utility using npm. So we're going to do that. So we're going to do an npm install -g for global atomic-reactor-cli. Now we're just going to wait for that to install. Now that we've done that, this provides us with a command called arcli. First, we're going to go ahead and create a directory for our project. Now we're going to use the arcli to install Reactium. Now that it's installed, you can see we have a really basic setup here with package.json as well as a source directory. We're going to do an npm install, and after that's complete, we're going to run npm run local, and that's going to start up the Node.js server, and it's going to transpile the JavaScript code for the built-in demo site that comes with Reactium. Okay, now that we've installed all of our dependencies, we're going to go ahead and run npm run local. This npm script is going to do everything you need to compile the application and to start your local development environment. Okay, and as you can see here, we've got our front-end routed single-page application ready to go. Now, obviously, you're not going to want the single-page application for your purposes to build your application. You're going to want to wipe that out. So we're going to do that with a command called empty. So arcli empty. And we want to just confirm that. Now we're ready to create our first component. This is done very easily with the atomic-reactor-cli. We're just going to type arcli component. And what this is going to do is it's going to ask us a series of questions and create our first React component for Reactium. So I'm going to say home page. And I'm going to take the default component directory. I'm going to use a class. I'm going to route this to the /home route. And I'm going to, for now, I'm just going to say no to all of these. I'll say yes to the screen, to the style sheet. And then proceed. Now, when I start my local environment, I'm going to have a much different setup. Okay, so by default, our new component is just a simple React component that says component. So that is rendering on our home route. Let's take a look at what this has actually produced. Okay, so in our source directory, we have an @ directory, and inside here we have components. By default, there's a common UI directory, which this is just good for putting smaller components, but you can structure your component directory pretty much however you'd like. Here is the home page component that I just created. This is a really simple React class component, and you can see here this is running. So as I make changes to this, those changes will be reflected in the browser in real time as well. I also now have a style sheet, which I believe I named homepage. Yep. So I just wrote some styles real quick here just so that we could see this come together, and you can see our styles apply immediately. So this is our first Reactium component. In the next tutorial, I will show you how the built-in routing works. And the DDD concepts themselves.